Welcome, everybody. So we have been on State of War. We need to figure out what location to capture. Now, we have fixed a bug that makes it easier to trigger, but what I'm going to do is try and capture the Super Duper Mart and see if that allows me to advance, because I think that might be enough to trigger it.
I'm going to tell you fucking
Oh, we got some shotgun shells here. Give me shotgun shells, please. I absolutely love coming back. See, this is why, I think I've questioned on stream, why do they respawn enemies in areas, right? Like, just let you clear them and have them permanently gone. But that's probably why. Because it lets you feel like a total badass when you come back to an old area where maybe you had to struggle a little bit and you just one-shot everything. It feels real good. Feels really good. Part of that power fantasy. Okay, we got our squad. And now we're anticipating just a mountain of guys appearing right here. I think there's something weird with this area that we're hoping to solve with creating more markers. But for some reason, this place doesn't seem to be very good about fishing out markers for NPCs to spawn at. Yep, and they like to spawn right there. Oh, careful, Settler, careful. Ooh. That was messy. These guys are so low level, I don't even need to hide. They're still spongy, but they're not doing anything to me. More shotgun shells, please. What is this legendary? I think it's this is assassins, right? This thing is ridiculous. 50% more damage against humans. Just feels broken. Oh, stimpak. Look at that. Perfect kill streak. 48. No deaths. No injuries. All right, let's see. What do we got?
Hello?
Hey, it worked.
Someone out there is hearing this. We need help. We're surrounded by hostiles. I don't know how much longer we can hold out. We're at a place called Libertalia. If you're listening to this and you're not afraid of combat, we could really use your assistance. Otherwise, please contact a group calling themselves.
Get your head down! Tossing grenades!
There we go. Finally got the quest to advance. Fantastic. Okay, so it wasn't exactly broken. It was just difficult to trigger, and that's one of the things that we fixed in the next patch, making it a little cleaner to get it started. Because I think this little cluster has always been confusing. Okay, so we can head out to Libertalia, and we'll bring a little squad with us. Have we been there yet on this save? No, I don't think we have been. Okay, cool. So I guess we'll come from up here. So what's the best way to go? I guess go to Slog and then walk our way down. Seems to be the best way. Alright, off we go. Okay, let's head on over here. I don't know what's going on over there, but I don't want anything to do with it right now. Oh, who did we kill?
Why won't the Institute just leave
Worker.
us alone?
I'm guessing somebody turned on me and had to put him down. Okay, let us make our way down. So what is this one right here? Clear out the gunners at Hub City Auto Wreckers. Where's Hub City Auto Wreckers? Is that a correct map? That doesn't seem like a correct map marker. It's on the bridge over there. But yeah. Oh. What else we got? More forged respawns.
Don't you die on me!
So much for sparing the rounds. Oh, hello. No, we don't want. We want this thing. All right, let's see if we can take out this fusion core. Okay, no, we don't have that. We don't have penetrator on this character. Oh god. Oh god. This armor is ridiculous. Or I thought it was armor in my perks. I think I probably got max toughness on this character. But I'm just taking it on the chin, no problem against Sentry Bot. Look at that. Less than barely a quarter of my health. Feels good, man. Love being this high level. Oh, hello. Oh, another sentry bot. Yeah, fight the raiders. Fight the raiders, buddy. Oh wow, I didn't realize they were weak to energy damage. This is ripping them apart way faster than there we go. I love the ragdoll. The best part of Bethesda games. Don't know how to make mods, so I haven't even started. Well, the first part, doing the actual building, you can do all in the game. There's in the announcement post on the community tab on my channel here has a link to the live stream I did, walking you guys through how to get that part done. Doing the actual quest stuff, like the dialogue thing you're talking about, yeah, that's a little more of a challenge. But again, there's tutorials also on this channel for how to do that if you want to learn it. Shotgun shells, yes please. Why did I need? I don't know why I have gas marked, or oil marked, or maybe that's probably aluminum. All right, there's something funky with this, with the steno. I've noticed with the sound. It gets stuck in a sound loop. Alright, how close are we to our destination here? Okay, we're getting pretty close. Just I know a few people who are not here have shown work in progress of their entries, so it should be a fair amount. Theme is making a lot of people really rethink how to make their plots. It was a good idea for a theme, because I think that is probably the most common request we get that I don't have anything to tell them. Like, we get people all the time, you know, in videos or who join the Discord and are like, man, I wish you guys would make like some post-war clean plots, which we don't have. There used to be a couple of add-on packs that did it, but I don't know if any of them or if many of them made it to SS2. Oh, we got some mongrels here. Oh, hello there, desk fan. Can always use you. Libertalia. Oh, okay, here we go. Alright, let's signal for some troops. Get some back up here to go with the Brotherhood. See if we got anybody close enough. I assume we do. Slog is right around the corner. Oh, wow. Spawned all the raiders on top of that poor knight. Sorry, buddy. Alright, we'll wait till he dies before we start chucking grenades. Is he just surviving all of them? No problem. Yeah, he is just tanking them like they're not even there. Oh, that's a settler. Sorry, buddy. Almost popped you. I was gonna say, is that freaking vertebrate going down already? The knight in power armor can survive like 20 raiders for several minutes, and the vertebrate lasts 10 seconds. Whoa, hello. Oh, I think that was a settler I just missed. Somebody's got to have shotgun shells. Here we go. Love fighting raiders. Always bringing me shotgun shells. Look at them all. Okay, let's see if these corpses over here have some more for me. Yeah, you guys hold the docks. I'll move forward. That's fine. It is shocking that... Oh, I bet we're going to have spawns right behind us. It is shocking that this vertebrate is still standing. Oh, there they are. Hold on. No. Get out of the water. Get out of the water. Get out of the water. There we go. All the good stuff. I guess we don't need to go to town. We'll just farm raiders. It's fine. Don't know who they're fighting. It's not my guys. My guys are all over here on the dock.
Why don't you people just leave us alone?
Who are you talking to? Alright, now I'm afraid to go down the docks because I feel like the, nope. I feel like they're all going to spawn right behind us. And take out my settlers. Alright, well. Coming through. Jeez, the Brotherhood is just unstoppable over here. Oh, yep, there they are. They all reappeared over there. Alright, hold on. Maybe we can get a good sniper spot up here. Where did the Brotherhood Knight go back? He's like, no, I got this, guys. Oh, that wasn't a settler. Alright, I'm missing now. Alright, we gotta get back to Stimpack some folks. I gotcha.
You're dead.
Alright, who else went down? This guy. Very impressive pose. Oh, the Brotherhood guy finally went down. Alright, for some reason it's let me Stimpack this guy, but okay. I didn't think we killed everybody in the tower over there. We probably didn't. They probably just didn't. We probably didn't get caught by the assault system. So what it'll try and do is if it can detect nearby enemies of the same faction as you're fighting, it will try and grab them and incorporate them into the assault, so that way you have to clear the whole exterior area, but must have missed a few. It's also possible, sometimes they have areas, I don't know if this is one of them, where the NPCs that you're used to fighting as you go deeper into a facility don't all spawn immediately. Some of them will start disabled and then they will appear as you go further in. Like that's how the Museum of Freedom is set up. Ah, we missed two. Captain, I totally misinterpreted the theme then. Can you explain it? I thought it's like when someone fixes something and it's like new, or it's like new but not like new, but trying to convince you to be okay with it. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't have to be like shiny new. I think the idea was like Choo-Choo can clear up further, but I think the idea was things that will feel new, because we have a whole lot of stuff that feel like old junk, right? Like that is the vast majority of Sim Settlements building plans. So it doesn't have to look like pre-war. It can be stuff that's you know, maybe you don't leave holes in the walls or you know, faux windows that are just a big hole. But it's kind of up to everybody to interpret it how they will. Is that still a... Oh, it's a settler. I'll say that a Brotherhood soldier still kicking over there. Wait, isn't there supposed to be like a... Oh, there it is. There's supposed to be a cart or something. Somebody else took it for a ride, apparently. Did we get them all? Okay, everybody's upstairs. Off we go. Alright. Alright, let's load this thing up. What do we want to keep here? Okay, well, I want to use this, but I don't have... I need to upgrade it with all my stuff. So we will send all of these legendaries we're not actively using. I guess I can send a pile of grenades I'm not using as well. Look at all these Molotovs I have. Alright, and then we will grab... Give me all your stuff. Hey. I didn't realize I gave him so much junk to carry around. Alright, we got all sorts of stuff to send home. Look at all this stuff. Oh, no, I took his teddy bear. Give it back, give it back. There you go, buddy. Yeah, you destroy that bear. Alright, open the cache. Junk. Send it all. Watch the weight go on down here. There we go. Okay, now let's quick save. And where's the, isn't there supposed to be a... I thought there was like a ladder in here to get to the roof. Oh, there it is. Alright, let's quick save. Hello.
I took care of those raiders for you.
Figures you'd be the one to show.
Thank you. Those lowlifes caught us off guard, then boxed us in. They sure didn't want us escaping. I'm just grateful my escort was able to hold them off until you arrived. Don't know what I would have done without him.
You'll have to explain what's going on.
That's a long and personal story. But guess I do owe you some details. Before we got trapped up here, I was on my way to find someone. A man called Jake Evans. He's part of a group calling themselves the Academy. Maybe you've heard of them. They're the ones that started a war with the Gunners.
I'm the one in charge of that group.
That's so. In that case, I suppose introductions are in order.
I was wondering how long until you'd let that slip.
What are you doing here?
Yeah, Good to see you again, too. This better? You just can't talk in those things.
You've got 30 seconds.
Always with the big displays of generosity with you.
Sorry, what's going on? Do you two know each other?
Yeah, something like that. Look, we can get into the why I'm here later. For now, you and the lady got things to discuss.
All right. I'll go along with it.
If you really are that group's leader, I suppose introductions are in order. I'm Katelyn, Jake's ex-wife. I assume he's already told you about me. And now that I don't have raiders shooting at me, I need to find Jake right away. I have to talk to him, and you as well. It's important.
Well, why are you looking for him?
It's to do with the Gunners, and our family.
Okay, let's talk. What's wrong?
Not here. I'll explain everything, but Jake needs to hear this too. You have a headquarters, right? Used to be the Gunners Plaza? I'll make my way there.
Don't worry, I'll make sure she gets to the plaza safe and sound. And later, you and me, we need to have a little chat.
Thanks again for the rescue. And please, meet me and Jake at your HQ as soon as you're able.
Now, for those of you who have killed Berman, don't worry, we have an alternative for that. Sorry, doggo, I can't open that. I'm glad you found it. But we do have a fallback plan for people who killed him because we feel that a lot of people killed him. It's but I am trying to kill as few people as possible so that I can show you guys all the like little extra bits of things that can happen when you don't kill certain people. All right, let's. Well, I'm gonna save first because autosave will work. Fast traveling in this game is always dangerous.
You're a welcome sight.
Ha.
No matter how things change.
Just I don't know if you guys saw that. They just completed Berman's holding cell.
Huh? You retook the castle. Jacob's on his way. He'll be here any minute.
Katelyn! I almost didn't believe it. But it's really you.
Hello, Jake. It's been a while.
It's been a while. Are you kidding me? Where's Laura, Katelyn? Where's my daughter?
I understand you're upset, but I need you to listen to me.
We're listening.
Laura, they have her, Jake. They took our daughter. That's why I'm here.
Oh, no. Oh, don't tell me. Do not tell me the Gunners have Laura.
How exactly did this happen?
From the beginning, Katelyn. How'd they get my little girl?
Well, I thought I'd finally found Laura a decent place to call home. A settlement just outside the Commonwealth. It was no Sanford, but its people were kind enough. Then, one day, as she was playing with that radio of hers, Laura picks up a broadcast. From you. She hears her dad talking all about rebuilding the Commonwealth. About creating somewhere just like Sanford used to be.
What happened?
We were both shocked. Far as we knew, you were 1,000,000 miles away. But here you were, just a few days' travel from us, saying all the right things. We had our doubts, of course, but Laura wanted to see if what you were saying was true. And just like you, I could never say no to Laura. I decided we'd travel back from the Commonwealth outskirts. See these settlements of yours. See if they could maybe be the home Laura needed.
What happened after that?
We set out on foot. News of a war breaking out hadn't reached us. So, you can imagine my surprise when a gunner patrol approached us. They started by asking us a bunch of questions. Who we were, where we were going. I didn't tell them much. But turns out, I didn't have to. They took our belongings, found Laura's radio, and since it was still tuned into your broadcast, they heard everything they needed to put all the pieces together. They figured out who we were, where we were going.
Sounds like a tough situation.
Things could have gone a lot worse, but they also could have gone a lot better. After that, they took us to one of their camps. Laura and I were separated. I was dragged into a room and interviewed by a real unsettling woman. Shaved head, cold eyes. She explained to me what was going on. The war, Jake, your group. It was a lot to take in, but it also gave me an idea. I made out that I was sympathetic to the Gunners, and that I had been on my way to confront Jake about some imaginary grievance. I asked if there was any way I could help the Gunners in exchange for my and Laura's release. The woman seemed to like that. She left the room, came back some minutes later, said I was free to go. But if I wanted Laura, I had to deliver something to Jake and his group.
What is it?
She said that's all that I had to do, and that the rest would be on you and Jake.
On me and the chief? Just what is it they wanted you to deliver?
Here, this is what I was given.
A holotape? It's got your name on here, Slick. Mine too. Huh. This looks like it might hold visual data. We'll have to load the tape via the comm array.
Why you?
Asked myself the same question. Why send me, and not just one of their own goons? I mean, I did have a gunner escort, but that was just to keep me safe. I'm just speculating, but maybe they thought Jake would be more receptive if I was the one to deliver a message? I don't know.
Are you sure this is safe?
I don't see why not. I've already given the tape a quick look over. Not seeing anything that shouldn't be there. No explosives or death gas. Should be safe.
Sounds pretty important. Go ahead.
Well, let's see how the AI does with this.
This is Captain Lamont,
There we go.
leader of the Gunners. First, you're to be congratulated. No adversary has ever given us as much trouble as you. Your resourcefulness, your tenacity, it deserves respect. That said, this war has gone on long enough. Respect or no, I intend to destroy you. But before that, your head of engineering, Jake. We have his child. And I want something in return for her release. I think you'll find my terms reasonable. I don't demand surrender. And I have no delusions of negotiating for peace. All I ask is that you hand over a single item. Give me the receiver module from your comm array, and I'll return the child. I'll even allow you to pick the neutral ground where we can make the exchange. The frequency to contact us is embedded in this message.
We want the receiver module. But losing that would cripple the comm array. It would really hurt our settlements. They'd barely be able to function. Our people would suffer. Some could even die.
How would people suffer?
Without the receiver module, we'd lose most communication. Power grids would fluctuate. Even food and water production would be disrupted. You see, the module is what allows the comm array to clearly send and receive data from ASAMs. Without it, the infrastructure we've spent so long building would all but collapse. Back when Berman took the comm hub, we could barely keep on top of things. And we're way more interconnected now than we were then.
If it needs to be done, then so be it.
I know this ain't an easy decision, but we're talking about my kid's life here. Look, I've learned a lot about ASAM technology. I reckon I could get the comm array to function without the module. Although it would be working at a greatly diminished capacity. Settlements would still suffer. We might have to rough it for a while, but we could live without the receiver module. That's why I think we should...
Jake, no. You're being rash, just like always. You can't just give these Gunners what they want.
What? Katelyn, are you out of your mind? They got Laura! I have to...
To what, Jake? Hurt your own settlements? Your own people? Sacrifice what's been built up around you because it benefits you? After hearing your broadcast, I thought maybe you'd changed. But it's Sanford all over again.
No, this is different. It's not the same.
She's right.
I didn't realize... I didn't know you saw it that way.
Come on, Jake. Deep down, you've got to know. You can't keep using the well-being of others as your personal bargaining chips.
Do you really think the sacrifices will be worth it?
Of course I don't want to hurt the people who've joined us, but my options here are limited. Look, simple fact of the matter is that I am not leaving my daughter with those monsters. I'll do whatever I have to in order to get her back.
She's my daughter too, Jake. But now that I've heard what the Gunners want for her release, I can't in good conscience go along with that. I'd gladly risk everything I can for Laura. But this is at the expense of others. We can find another way. Please, don't give the Gunners that component.
Hopefully we can work something out.
I sure hope you mean that.
I need some time to think about this. Lupe, can you take over my responsibilities for a while?
Oh, of course.
Sorry, Chief. I just need to figure some things out.
So,
Hey, Chief. That gunner that came in with our guest, he's been requesting to speak with you. Aiden put him in lockup. Up to you if you want to go see him, of course. Just thought I should let you know.
so how many of the rest of you hearing that conversation just like were teleported back to your parents yelling at each other, arguing about something? It was like flashbacks. But that scene, I don't think was originally written to be that intense, but this was one of the scenes where we started doing multiple people directed at the same time. So Kobus got Tom, the voice actor of Jake, and Catelyn's voice actor together on a Zoom call all together to go over the scene and do it together, and it came out way more intense. And then we went with it just because it was super believable that that would get so heated over such a thing. All right, so now we need to go talk to Berman, who should be in the lockup in the hangar. So let's head on over there. I think it gives you a objective for that. Let's see here. So I believe it's a miscellaneous. Yep, hangar holding cell. Cool. Yeah, originally, I think that holotape, we were originally trying to get something up on the screen where we have currently the please stand by thing of have it like show Lamont's face up there, but we never figured out a good way to do that. And obviously, we weren't going to be able to do a video in Fallout 4. We could just barely, you could do, there's a mod that does like projector things. They've done like the special videos and stuff, but the way it's done requires so much texture memory that it's not something we could do in the base mod. It would have to be in extended. But I thought it would be cool to have her project up there, because up to this point you've never seen her, and like part of the reason that the trailer for Chapter 3 is kind of a little movie is because we needed to set up the villain. That's one of the problems that is very difficult to deal with in these kind of games, of like, how do you make sure the player has a chance to witness the antagonist without just killing them over and over again. And Salvador fighting mole rats or something. But it also can get a little absurd. Oh god, that's a big one. Can get a little absurd, the situations. Look at this.
Objective remains clear despite the challenges.
How bloody it is in here. Oh good, it's cleaning up the bodies immediately. How absurd it can get to generate those type of scenarios where you can be around them without being able to kill them. Like it starts to get unbelievable, or you have to keep reusing the same ones over and over again.
We need to talk. Listen up. I got some dirt on Captain Lamont that you're gonna want to hear. But don't go thinking I'm giving this away for free. You see, I don't want to be a gunner no more. I want to switch sides. So, you let me be one of you guys, and I'll tell you everything I know about Lamont. That's my price for the intel. We got a deal?
Let's see. Can I pass this?
Sure, we're friends. Just tell me what you need.
All right. I'm trusting you. So here's the deal. Lamont? She's fucking crazy. And I don't mean crazy like me. I mean full-on whack job. Her attitude's something else. Like she doesn't give a damn how this war ends. She thinks she'll get what she wants, no matter what.
Oh man, we
couldn't
gotta
make
fix
no
these
sense
subtitles.
of it. But then, the answer fell right into my lap. And I think I figured out why she's such a basket case.
Okay, I'm listening.
Lamont. She's dying. Got some kind of disease or something that's eating away at her. And she's real fucking bitter about it. I reckon that's why she's so hell-bent on fighting this war. So she can set everything on fire and watch it burn before she meets her maker. And whoever's giving the gunners our orders, they promised Lamont a way to wipe the Commonwealth off the map. All she has to do is play ball first.
What do they want?
Our employer. They want us to find something. Same stuff that Wes had us searching for. Some kind of tech, but I ain't got a damn clue what it is. Seems to be real important, though. I mean, it's the reason we stormed that vault. 81, I think. Wes thought some of the tech might be in there. That or some sort of medical doohickey. We weren't really sure which. Anyway, Lamont's got a scab in the wasteland for the same tech. And I'm certain we've almost got all the pieces we need. And once we found everything, if our employer holds up their end of the bargain, Lamont gets what she's after.
How did you hear about it?
Kind of by accident, really. You know, all I ever knew about Lamont was Wes took her under his wing when she was barely an adult. He said there was something extra about her. That he was gonna train her up to be his replacement. He never did say where he found her. Anyway, years later, Wes assigns me to Vault 75. Says I'm to work under Captain Algernon. But that was only half the reason I was there. Wes wanted me to pull some old medical records from the vault. Said it was to help someone close to him who's sick. And I was to keep quiet about it.
What did you find?
I found the records. And I read some of them. And they were doing weird experiments on kids down there. And killing them off when they turned 18. And most of the ones they didn't kill just ended up dying a few years later anyway from after effects. Whatever the hell that means.
Were there a lot of kids in the vault?
It seemed like it. There were plenty of beds and stuff down there when we cleared the place out. I think they bred them down there.
What sort of after effects?
How should I know? I look like a doctor to you? But, if I had to guess, I'd say they got sick from all the experiments. Maybe that's why they killed most of them. Stop them getting sick.
What happened after that?
As I was saying, I did what Wes wanted. Got him the medical records, then forgot all about it. That was until just recently, when I caught Lamont nosing through the same old medical files. Small damn world, I thought. So I asked her what she was reading. She tells me to back off. Her affairs are none of my concern, she says. Well, I ain't as dumb as people think. I can put the pieces together. Wes wanted those records for Lamont. She's one of the kids from that vault. She went and got all experimented on, got her head messed up. Now, she's out for as much blood as she can get before she croaks. Fucking nut job.
Do you really think she's dying?
Sure enough to leave the gunners and risk coming to you. Listen, point is, Lamont's on her way out. She knows it. But if she fulfills our contract, and our employer ain't bullshitting, she gets handed the means to kill everyone, gunners included. If she's so whacked out, I think she'd do it. I don't want to die, so I came here. And I'm gonna help you guys win this war instead. Fuck Lamont.
Why didn't you run away?
I ain't gonna lie. Did think about it. Maybe steal a vertibird, or just hoof it until the Commonwealth was a speck in the distance. But but I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. This place is my home, damn it. My ma and my sister are buried here. I just gonna leave them behind like that.
Is this how you treat everyone? Or are you just putting on the charm for me?
Hey, I don't turn on people for no good reason. If someone tries to screw me over, hang me out to dry, why the hell should I stay loyal? And don't go thinking betraying old Captain Algernon makes me a hypocrite. Because technically, I was still working for Wes. Look, you want to keep me loyal? Just don't go sending me out on those suicide missions or nothing. And I'll give you all the charm I can muster.
Why are you telling me all of this?
Well, information's power, innit? Maybe you can blackmail Lamont or find a doctor to fix her up or something. Shit, you'll figure it out. I ain't your damn babysitter. You got a bunch of smartasses working for you, don't you? Maybe one of them will come up with something. Well, that's it. That's all I got on Lamont. So can I join your little club now or what?
Follow my orders, and maybe we can make this work.
Fair enough. You're the boss. I'll play by your rules. So, someone gonna come let me out of here, or...?
Nope. You can just stay in there. Bye. So this is a little, opens up some doorways in the game if you happen to spare Berman. Now I know a lot of people just cannot get over him killing Paul, and so insist on killing him. So we do have plans in the future to add an alternate path to get to a similar state like this, to where you can get that information on Lamont, but we have not. It's not in yet. It'll be something like maybe next year we'll be adding that in, because it's going to require a kind of significant amount of content that we have to add to pull off what we want to do. But for now, we can take advantage of this. So let's head up to the main level. We'll talk to Cassandra. So I don't know if you guys, I think we've talked about this before. The voice of Berman, that voice actor is Jeff Wong. He does a lot of cool voices, but that voice, he uses that exact same one in Pacific Drive. He plays, God, what is the character? Let me see if I can find it real quick. He plays Tobias in Pacific Drive, which is wild to hear. The first time someone sent me a video, they're like, "Is that Berman?" It's like, yes, it is. Holy crap!
I was hoping you'd stop by. I understand our turncoat gunner had a rather compelling tale regarding his erstwhile captain.
Yeah, something like that.
So it appears Captain Lamont may be facing a grim fate indeed. Death induced by medical experimentation, a most peculiar circumstance. Tell me, do you intend to investigate this any further?
That's why I'm here.
In that case, I have a few recommendations to offer. First, we should do what we can to verify Mr. Berman's account. The medical records he spoke of, they may still reside in Vault 75's mainframe. Should you obtain a copy, it would serve as evidence that Mr. Berman's story holds a degree of truth. This may present us new options when dealing with Lamont and her advent gunners. Additionally, it could also help illuminate the nature of Lamont's supposed ailment.
Well, tell me about the options.
I wouldn't presume to dictate your choices, but if the information proves accurate, it appears you'd have two major routes to consider. Option 1, we could attempt to discover a cure, and perhaps offer it to Lamont, in hopes of placating her wrath. Option 2, we could leverage the information of her illness to undermine her leadership, assuming we could present some manner of evidence.
I'll take care of it.
Take this. Try finding an active medical terminal somewhere in that vault, and see about copying its contents to that holotape. Well, that's it. Try and recover those medical records, and we can take it from there. Good luck.
Okay. So this whole thing, like everything to do with, oh wow, that is quite the objective. Let me look at that. Oh, that we'll have to rewrite that. Usually we would not put that all in a single objective. I'm gonna put a note to clean that up. But anyway, this is all optional stuff, so it is not required to complete the quest line. So if you did, again, if you killed Berman, didn't get this, you just won't see this content here. Which is, again, why I'm keeping as many characters alive as I can, so that you guys can see all this stuff. Because I know most of you probably just immediately murdered Berman when given the opportunity, because the guy's a dick. But he is one of a couple of characters that are on the darker side that we let you recruit. Kind of following the old school RPG path of, like, there are some characters you can try and redeem if you're willing to put up with their nonsense. Uh-oh, that's never a good sign. The game's struggling to load up all the textures. Alright, what do we still have marked here? Oh, that's right, the COA holotapes from the charity mod. Which, by the way, speaking of the charity mod, we do have some fixes on the way for that soon. Just need to talk to Imperial to find out if they are ready for me to launch them, or if we need a little more testing on them. Alright, I guess we can just go right to Vault 75. We should still be friendly there, because we didn't kill Algernon. Alright, so I remember how to get through this maze. I also want to go back and, because I got this mighty 50 cal, but I don't know if that other one, I got another legendary sniper that I think might be better. I think we went through this, though, before, so I'll have to double check with you guys on, like, this just sounds great, 25% more damage, but the other one had another stat that was like, that sounds really good, too. But yeah, one of the other path that was meant to be in here at launch of Chapter 3, and it just, due to voice actor scheduling, couldn't get it in there as we needed, and I'm glad we didn't, because now we'll be able to give a more meaningful chunk of content with it is Algernon's stuff. Like, Algernon's obviously the other person that would have a chance to know about all these things, especially because he was stationed in Vault 75 and would have been around in leadership for a long time, so he would know more about Lamont. But we want to give him some more meaningful content for after, because basically he turned on the rest of the gunners with you if you kept him alive and didn't piss him off. Because if you take Aiden's path to just murder all the gunners, then Algernon just leaves. He's just like, I'm not having any part of this. So there are 3 paths Algernon can go. So for those of you who kept on his good side, that'll be another path to go through. So you could still murder Berman and have a path through to get the information about Lamont. Now, I don't know if we plan on, I don't know if we intend on giving an option for people who, because basically once you take Aiden's path, you kind of lock yourself into a lot of stuff. So for one thing, if you choose Aiden's path, and when I talk about Aiden's path, I'm talking about during the battle for GNN, there's a point where you have to make a choice. And for Aiden's path, if you, where's this thing? If you let Berman live, Aiden kills him on his way out. Because if you pay attention to Aiden's dialogue, he says that I'll make sure nobody gets out of here alive, and he's guarding the elevator. In or out, I think he says, and then you spare Berman, and he walks toward that elevator. So the implication is that Aiden kills him on his way out. Okay, now I'm going to load the holotape in, but let's read through this real quick. Hey, Victoria Lamont, here we go. Treatments: eugenic rearing, gene tailoring, muscular strength, excellent. Cardiovascular conditioning, excellent. Physical resistance, superior. Hand-eye coordination, excellent. Intellectual ability, superior. Short-term recall, commendable. Emotional intelligence, lackluster. Genetic abnormality grading, debilitated. Graduation recommendation, harvest. Well, that's not a good record to read about yourself. Wait. Who are those other people in there? Do we know any of these names? I don't think so. Please ensure correct terminology is used when filling out subject evaluations. If in doubt, refer to the established research guideline booklet or consult the included cheat sheet. Top 5% of the population, etc. Flawless, no genetic abnormalities whatsoever. Oh, do we have such a person in the thing? Pete, I got those estimates you were asking for. Got to say, it's looking grim. We knew there were after effects from the treatments, but damn, we'll be lucky to make 30. Using the genetic guidelines assigned to subjects, the breakdown looks something like this. Flawless, average expectancy 40 to 50. Debilitated, average expectancy 18 to 25, which is Lamont, I believe we said. So yeah, she is doomed. Let's see, load the holotape. Let me get started with a D, something like data retrieval holotape. There we go. There we go. And now we can head out of here. If we can navigate this maze. These vaults are real hard to get around. Okay, we need to find Cassandra, who is probably, I guess she's probably in the office level right now. Maybe that's where her bed is.
Yo, whoa!
Also, it does not look like Cassandra's down here.
Let's do this.
Let's kill some roaches. Go team. Apparently all my named NPCs. Oh god. All my named NPCs are down here. You got this, Muriel.
Hello.
So tired.
Ah, splendid. I see you've acquired the holotape. Well done. Let's
Oh man,
examine it
her
together, shall we?
audio. Holy cow, was that bad? We gotta get that fixed.
Well, that certainly answers that.
Go on.
The data confirms Lamont did indeed originate from Vault 75, and she is undoubtedly the result of human experimentation. It appears every resident of 75 was a part of these experiments. If I interpret this correctly, their aim was to create a superhuman of sorts. Children birthed and nurtured within the vault were subject to eugenic breeding and a myriad of additional genetic alterations.
What happened to them?
I've only skimmed these logs. However, I think I have a fair idea of what happened in that vault. Beginning with a population composed mostly of school-age children, when the bombs fell and the vault sealed, the experiments began. The children's genetics were sequenced and logged. Those with desirable traits were allowed to develop and then harvested at the age of 18. A new generation was then created using the genetic blueprints of those who came before. They matured, and those with desirable traits harvested. Rinse and repeat for multiple generations. Quite horrific, really.
Exactly what abilities does she have?
Well, I'd be
that's
foolish
very
to draw
intense, buddy.
concrete conclusions from these records. And I lack a frame of reference for the Vault Tech scientists' terminology. Despite that, if I were to venture a guess, Lamont appears to have been endowed with extraordinary strength and stamina, enhanced speed and reflexes, and a keen intellect. However, her scores on such things as empathy leave a lot to be desired. Superior ability breeds superior apathy, I suppose.
That's ambitious.
Indeed. It's just unfortunate that ambition often outstrips competence. What's more, based on these records, it appears highly likely that Lamont is indeed dying. Her life expectancy is estimated at a meager 25 years, and the dates of these files suggest she is currently at least 26. Evidently, forcing the human body to exceed its innate limitations comes at a cost. Lamont is dying, no doubt about it. Genetic tampering has pushed her body beyond its limits.
There must be something we can do to help her. No one deserves to die like that.
You have a remarkable knack for catching me off guard. Yes, I believe there is something we could do to help her. In fact, you already possess the very device we'd need for the task, that being the Vitomatic. Potentially, we could utilize the device to monitor Lamont's genetic framework, as we nudge her genome towards something a bit more stable. Of course, we'd still require specialized equipment, capable of modifying an individual's genes. And despite possessing records of Lamont's genetic structure, we'd still require pre-war records of more typical humans for comparison purposes. I am confident I can source the necessary equipment. However, the records are something you'd need to obtain for me.
Can you explain how this thing is actually gonna work?
Lamont's genome is uniquely pliable, either by design or as a side effect of Vault-Tec's tampering. Either way, in theory, I could modify her genetic makeup while using the Vitomatic to receive feedback, thus ensuring my changes are producing the desired results. Under normal circumstances, this would be too far-fetched to even attempt. However, this is a unique situation amidst extraordinary times.
What kind of pre-war records are we talking about?
We would need genetic sequencing data from a minimum of, let's say, 4 distinct and relatively healthy individuals. Naturally, more samples are preferable, but acquiring complete and thorough genetic profiles is no simple task. Although, I'm quite certain the Vitomatic already has at least one viable record stored. Specifically, yours.
Were you and Jake perhaps playing around with it at some point? It's not a toy, you know.
Sure, I can do that.
Bear in mind, there's no guarantee of a positive outcome. But I'll give it my all to make this work. If I were in your shoes, I'd investigate some of the old medical sites scattered about the Commonwealth. Within such places, it's plausible there are still records tucked away inside functioning computer systems. Keep in mind, we would need gene samples from individuals born prior to the bombs falling. And before you ask, no, ghouls will not suffice.
Where should I begin?
I'd suggest visiting the Nightingale's hospital first. I've reason to believe some of the terminals there may hold the data we need. Or you can try the other medical sites. Any such locations where research data may have been held. And of course, any other places that might have preserved something from before the war.
Okay. I'll do my best.
As you always do. If you can bring me a minimum of 4 genetic records, I can start working on a potential treatment for someone in Lamont's condition. Luck be with you. And it's nice to see that some of the ethic has rubbed off on you. Until next time.
Fit and Fun YT. Well, thank you for the subscribe. All right, so this. Well, now we got to go collect a bunch more stuff. Oh man, I've got that written, that HQ Scientist written down. We got to either fix that audio or replace it because it was real bad. I think that one must have got missed on processing. That can happen occasionally when we're dealing with so many files.
The supplies are getting low again.
All right, let's head back up.
We don't have to start
We're gonna go raid some medical places now. So the reason you go through all this trouble and the payoff is kind of big. So I'm gonna go through it. But this is the kind of thing that if you played any of the old school isometric RPGs, they would have stuff like this. Like it was just like these specific sets of options. I'm told that Baldur's Gate 3 does this too. It has like, there's certain things that you just do something that seems small, and then it like, over time, it like opens up these paths of new options. All right, let's go to Green Tech Genetics. That seems like a good spot to get genetic data. All right, what is this right here? This is probably the hospital, I'm guessing. Why can't I click on the hospital? Okay, so there was one here, and then she said check the hospital, which I thought was right outside of here, but for some reason it's not on my map. So we're gonna just walk outside here. So let's quick save. Whoops, let's quick save. I'm very confused why I don't see the hospital on my map here. Oh, there it is, Mass Bay. But why is that not one of the map markers? That's what's confusing. That's why I kept missing it. To me, you need the exploration loop and the NPCs. And I think that Starfield had the NPCs, and it had some of the exploration loop like in the big cities. Like I had got the total Skyrim feel while wandering around New Atlantis and Sidonia and trying to find what's all in the cities. But 76 at launch, it just felt very barren. It felt very like, well, I mean, obviously the game was buggy too, but I just couldn't get into it because it was like the NPCs are what. That's part of what I come for. I want to go exploring and then find interesting people who care about what I'm doing. Because it kind of gives meaning. You know, it's kind of like this quest I'm doing right now. Most quests in games end up being one of a couple of things. Either you're killing something, picking up an item, or interacting with a character, right? And it's like that is pretty much what you do in most video games. And the motivation behind it is the story. Like, why am I doing this? Like, if I was given a Radiant quest to go to all these hospitals and pick up this stuff, I would be mad about it. But because I'm doing this for Cassandra to get information so that I can help save Lamont, like, now I'm engaged and now I want to do this. Now it's like, oh, cool, I'm going to go find this information, right? It's the exact same, it could be the exact same thing I'm doing, but with the right context, I care about it. And that to me is what the stories add and what the character stories add to these video games. This is why I like Bethesda games. Like, this is why I can't get into a Minecraft because I don't have there's nobody who cares what I'm doing. I'm just playing by myself. I like playing multiplayer. I love Minecraft. Playing by myself, I hate it. And this is why why everything that I am involved with going forward in gaming is going to have story content. This is why Some Settlements now has story. This is why all of our Skyrim stuff has story. This is why all of our Starfield stuff is going to have story. It's like it gives a whole lot more meaning to what we're doing. And it's definitely preferable if the characters are alive. It can work without them being alive, I think. But it's more, I find it, that can only, it has to be like the rare one as opposed to the majority. Alright, I don't know what this is over here. Oh, I wonder if that's the Institute. That's probably the Institute, which I believe we blew up in this save. Here we go. Went for Memorial Hospital. Oh wait, what's this? There's something in BADTFL? Alright. That'd be nice. Alright, we'll go ahead and get more than 4, because now I feel like I could change the outcome of the quest. This is maybe why this is structured like this. Yeah, I don't actually remember if this holotape thing matters or not to get more of them, but I feel like it was definitely in our design originally, that was the intent. Like, vaguely remembering. I think it's supposed to, maybe it reduces the number that we're supposed to. Like, sometimes we have, quest designers will have ideas for stuff and it requires system changes that I'm just like, I don't think I can get that in for launch, but maybe we can do it later. So it may have been that the quest design for this was after, if you get all of them, then it speeds up the research projects that you'll have to do. I can't remember. And it may be that never got implemented. Not entirely sure, but now I feel like we're so close to getting the last few, and this will be a good, after we finish this, grabbing all these will be a good place to stop for the night, because I have some work to do tonight still. Speaking of team stuff, that's another part of my job on the team, is I'm in charge of the merging. So every night I take all the work that everybody did throughout the day or throughout the previous couple of days and put it together into a single place. All right, so I think, pretty sure this one over here is going into the Institute, which is not there anymore. I don't know. I'm gonna grab one more and then we're gonna stop. Oh, I hate Super Mutant Primuses. These are such bullet sponges. These things single-handedly make me think about getting into Psychojet. Wait, are those paladins coming in? Hell yeah. Get in here, take on these. Wait, what is this? Oh, the ghouls are going to fight the super mutants. And the Brotherhood are chasing them. Alright, I'll just let you guys take care of that. Okay, I think we're going to call that enough, because the last two look like they're both pointed to the Institute. So let's go give these to Cassandra, and that'll be a good spot to stop for the night.
There you are.
Hope I can get
Do you have the samples for me?
More wounded arrive.
Here, this is everything I have.
Okay, let's just transfer these to my terminal.
That lady's taking her terminal. The lady with the broken voice files.
Oh my. An unexpected surplus. This just might open doors to some additional research.
Ah, there we go.
Hold on a minute. This seems to be the genome of a fish. While I appreciate your zeal for collecting diverse samples, we really can't use this. Ah, and here's your genetic data as well. Have I your permission to utilize it for Lamont's treatment?
If you feel you need to, then go ahead.
Your generosity is truly commendable. Rest assured, while you've been away, I've not been sitting idle. And with what you've now brought me, I'm confident I can develop a treatment. Once administered, I believe Lamont's life expectancy could essentially double. And with only a minimal decline to her superpowers.
You've done good work.
Oh, I've not really done anything yet. But still, I appreciate the gesture. Periodic treatments would be required. But you can now inform Lamont that we've essentially devised a cure for her condition. Whether or not this could sway her from her warpath, I can't say. But you now possess a rather powerful bargaining chip. I have faith you'll employ it wisely.
Maybe I can talk some sense into her.
Well, if there's anyone who could make Lamont see reason, I dare say that person would be you. So, what do you say we get back to work, hmm? After all, we are still at war. Until next time.
Alright guys, I think I am going to call it for the night, so I will catch you all hopefully Sunday.